Good morning, boys and girls. Miss Brooks is here, and I want to introduce to you again the names and values of coins. Coins. We've already talked about coins in class, but now that we're online, we're going to reintroduce them or just maybe re-talk about them, review them quickly, and then we'll discuss the value of each of the coins. So on my chart here, I have a picture of a penny. Penny, there's the picture of the one side because we know that coins have certain characteristics and we've talked about that. One of the characteristics of our coins is that they have two sides. The two sides are different, but all coins have a tails and a head. And on the heads is a picture of a president. The penny has a picture of President Abraham Lincoln from a long time ago, one of our first presidents. And the penny value is 1 cent. 1 cent. Okay? And then it shows you the one on the 10 frame. 1 unit. Then here's a picture of the nickel. The nickel is a little bit larger than the penny in size and in value. The penny is worth, the nickel is worth 5 cents. 5 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units on our 10 frame. And it would be the same as if I had 5 pennies in my hand or 1 nickel. It would be the same because a nickel is worth 5 of those pennies. 5 cents, penny is 1 cent. Now, when we're counting, we know that if we're counting pennies, we count by fives because they're worth 5 cents each. When we're counting pennies, we count by ones because they're worth 1 cent each. Okay, dimes. Dimes are at the bottom here. Now, dimes are the smallest coin. They're smaller than the penny. They're smaller than the nickel, but they're worth more. Tricky, tricky, tricky. But that's okay, Miss Brooks class. We know all about those tricks, and we are ready. And we are going to make honor roll again. So the dimes are worth 10 cents. And as you can see here, there's 10 dots on the 10 frame. That 10 frame is full. And that's just showing you in your brain, you can remember a dime is going to be a full 10 frame. And if you were going to put something on those 10 frames, you would put pennies. Do you know why? Because 10 cents is the same as 10 pennies. This little symbol here we talked about, that's the cent sign. Whenever we're writing a coin with a number form, we're going to have that little cent sign right beside it because we know that every coin value is related to the penny. How many pennies are in it? So we have the nickel is worth 5 pennies or 5 cents. The dime is the same as 10 pennies or 10 cents. If I gave you a dime and then I gave you 10 pennies, that's the same thing. You would add it all up and it would be 20 cents. Did you know that? Okay, we're going to talk more about that as well. But I just wanted you to be sure to see the value of our coins. Think on that for a minute. Now, I'm going to show you our actual coins while you're thinking. The first coin I have here in my hand is the penny. The penny. See the penny? It's very shiny. He's copper brown. Very unique. So you'll probably hardly ever get the penny confused with the other coins. I think the penny is most important because, like I said, all the other coins relate to the number of pennies for their value. So the penny is just one coin. And worth 1 cent. Here's the nickel. The nickel is larger and it's worth more than the penny. It's got a picture of president on the front and on the back. It even tells us 5 cents on the back. So in case you forget how much a nickel is worth, if you have a picture of the nickel, you can read that it says 5 cents on the back. So 5 pennies is the same as 1 nickel. Next one is the dime. Here's our dime. That's the front of the dime. Dwight Eisenhower is the president. And that's the back of the dime. And on the back of the dime, it says 1 dime. It's the smallest coin we have, and it's worth 10 cents. So there. I put them here kind of as a coin sorting chart. So you can see here our coins are sorted. Pennies, nickels, dimes. These go together. Okay? Now, the last thing I wanted to show you is how we can figure out value of coins. Okay? In my cup here, I have a collection of coins and they're all mixed up. Now, what I'm going to do is pull them out and I'm going to add them to our sorting mat. In my hand, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies. 5 pennies. So if I'm going to put all of them on my board here, I'm going to use a piece of tape to get them to stay. Let's see if I can get them all to stay on here. They're not magnetic, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll count that other one as 5. So let's just say we got 5 pennies up there. 5 pennies is how many cents? 5 cents, right. Same as a nickel. Now in my collection again, I have, oops, I found that I have 2 nickels. I dropped it, here it is. Here's 1 nickel and here's my other nickel. So if a nickel is worth 5 cents each, okay? There's 1 nickel and here's another nickel. Let's just say I have 3 nickels, 5, 10, 15 cents, okay? I better write that down. 3 nickels is 15 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies is 5 cents. And a dime, do I have any more dimes I can add? Oh, look, I have 1 more dime. 1 dime in my collection. I'll add it to the one on my mat already that I have sorted here. Put my tape. There. And now I have how many dimes? 2. 2 dimes. And if the dimes are worth 10 cents, am I going to count by ones? No. Am I going to count by fives? No. I'm going to count by tens to get the value. 10, 20. 20 cents. Let me get my red marker. Where'd it go? Here it is. 20 cents is the value of my 2 dimes. My 3 nickels. No matter how many nickels you have, you're going to always count by fives when you want to know how many nickels the value of your nickels are. When you know the value of your dimes, if you have a handful of dimes, you're going to always count them by tens. And if you have a handful of pennies, you're going to always count them by what? Ones. Very good. So I think you're ready to practice sorting your coins and figuring out the value of your collection of coins. You have a collection of pennies, you count by what? Ones. If you said ones, give yourselves 2 thumbs up. If you have a collection of nickels, you're going to count by what? Fives. 2 thumbs up. And if you have a collection of dimes in your hand, how many you have? You're going to count by what? Tens. Tens, because the dime is worth 10 cents. So we count by tens. We're doing skip counting. Aren't you glad we learned skip counting? Yeah, a long time ago, a few months ago, we learned skip counting. And it comes in handy whenever we're counting our coins. And it's always important to know how much money you have because you don't want anybody to take your money. And people will try to take your money. Okay, y'all did great. Let's practice. Love you.